Hi, I'm Marco Monterrosa. I'm going to talk a little bit about me. I born in Barranquilla with my mom, dad, and two older brothers. I have a really nice infant, but sometimes my dad was really far away home. Why? Because in his jobs, he had to get some trips, and in those trips, he got involved, not himself, but he got involved indirectly in the army conflict in Colombia. But we as a family could overcome that situation. Also, my mom was able to inculcate us the culture of the academy and the studying and trying to look at the future, look forward. So in that infant that was in a really hard environment, we could study and be able to learn languages, but also the science and social science, hard science, but also math, Spanish, and everything. We then, when I was 11 years old, we moved on to Bogota, and it started a big difference in our life, because those are Bogota and Barranquilla cultures are really different, but also with the help of my mother and God, we we could overcome that difficult. So we I graduated in the school with good grades in science. In the other signature, it was a little bit also, but I graduated. Then I got to study, and I have a question, the normal question: what would I study in my life? And then I remember what I saw when I was a kid in Barranquilla, when I watched Steve Irving and Jeff Corwin. So when I remember that, I say, this is mine. I'm going to study biology. Then uh, I was accepted in the National University of Colombia and started my career there. So I have really good answers at the first and second semester, because it was what I really thought that I wanted. So it involves me in our passions to learning, and how to involve me in the biology environment. So even if some grades was in the worst, but also I had many other grades that I was in the best student, like chemics and ecology. Those was really my strengths in my career. Then was the pandemic, uh, the sad pandemic of COVID-19, and it was hard for me because had to make I was in the thesis uh, process, and it was cut by. So what did I do? I reformed all my thesis and made an investigation without coming out from my house, because the investigation I had in my mind required 2 or 3 semesters of field investigation that I couldn't achieve in that situation. So I did. So I made me a question: how the rivers of Bogota are dependent of the vegetation, and how it made sense in the water levels, water indicators. So I made that. It was a hard process, very challenging, but with the help of my tutor, Gabriel Pinilla, I was able to accomplish that. Then I get graduated and I started to job, my job life, my lower life, in a natural history museum. I got the opportunity to treat with to with children, with young men, but also very old men. It was a very fruitful era in my life, season in my life, because I had the opportunity to I was able to see what is a very different cultures, very different generations, and was able to turn around what I was going to say to be able to get that person in the topic I was talking, to get that person to understand what I was trying to say in different kind of topics, where what that could be climate change, what could be biodiversity losing, what could be the anatomical parts of the animals, what could be the relationship between plants and animals, what could be the relationship between the whole environment and we as a humans beings. So it was a very amazing season in my life, but also I said, wow, this is really amazing, and I want to see how can I impact the next generation. And I started to read, look at videos, so I could every time learn a lot more to how is to teaching it in the kids environment. So I think that is an amazing. I was proving whatever I was reading, I was proving in my experience. So I could be able to reach in the year and a half that I could work in the museum a lot of experience about teaching. Then I stopped working in the museum, but I also was trying to read, to learn, to even improve me with the help of some friends and some friends that I have in different environments, to be in conference, to be able to talk to people and see how they respond to why I'm talking. So I think this is a really nice experience that I have, and I think it could be useful to you. So here I am. I want to tell you that I could do a very good job, and I think I'm ready to that challenge.